explain something to you. At the level I'm at right now, what I'm showing y'all is district court. It took me a while to get here, and this is for the guys who fighting their case, what they consider to be per se. The reason I tell you to go get this book is because it got me to this level. I've been a victim of the good old boy system. In South Carolina, that's what they call it, the good old boy system. Meaning, the law can truly be in your favor, but you are convicted by your past crimes than the crime that you are facing right now. Drug dealers in South Carolina catch it probably the hardest, harder than a murderer or anybody, because you got judges literally gunning for you. Not looking at the fact that you might have made a mistake and you can fix your life. The fact that they want you going and they look at you like the scum of the earth. Mind you, this is a judge, a person that's supposed to have compassion and understand they judging you literally off your crime and your record, not knowing you the person. You know what I'm saying? And the solicitor might have came in there and tell them something, because the solicitor, one thing about South Carolina, the prosecutor pretty much picks the judge you go in front of. So, and if you got a lawyer who ain't really good, they ain't gonna get you in front of the right judge who's really gonna hear your case out. You got a public defender, definitely invest in one of these if you're free, if you're on the street, because it's harder behind the wall. Like, I don't even think, I know Charleston County got a law library, but I don't know if they give inmates access to guys who in there fighting their case. Because there's a lot of wrongful convictions. And a lot of guys, once they get home, they don't want to fight it no more. They just glad in their mind they're free, but they don't understand the collateral consequences. That's what I've been talking about in my last couple of videos. And the reason why you got to get this book, because collateral consequences follow you for the rest of your life. Please understand, never stop fighting your case. You feel your lawyer did you wrong, try to get them in PCR. It's hard. Sometimes it's damn near impossible. You fighting against a system that is rigged for you to fail. But you got to keep on fighting. I'm telling you from experience. I still don't know what my outcome will be, but all I can do is present the facts. And that's all I've been doing, and that's what got me to the stage. I was told this, and that by an attorney that I can prove on and document it. Because if they were to ever come at me and say, well, Bucks, you saying this stuff, you slandering their name. No, I didn't call the judge's name, I didn't call the lawyer's name, but you can go look up my case. You know my name. If you follow me, you know my full name. Go look up the case. Go look at Jason West versus the state of South Carolina, and you read my case and you see the discrepancies. See who was involved, why this happened and why that happened, and why I'm in district court right now. You know, a lot of things that happened in my case wasn't right. You can read certain stuff on paper, but you can't believe everything that you read, because it counts on who's controlling the narrative. Like looking at an incident report and the police write it out, the judge is going to be in his favor. I got on transcripts where my lawyer pretty much telling me your word against the officer's word. Now, mind you, they use phrases like CI, they use phrases like frivolous. A lot of lawyers use that phrase when they don't want to do their job. You tell them to file a motion to suppress because you feel you were constitutionally deprived of something. They don't want to do their job. And if you threaten to file it yourself, now they'll go before a judge and say you choose to represent yourself. Now, the Sixth Amendment provides you has the right to counsel, effective counsel. And your counsel is really supposed to be able to aid you in the courtroom and be your voice in the courtroom. But a lot of these lawyers don't do that. They say, oh, okay, I know this, I need to do this, but you're looking at it like, clearly, why didn't you present this? Why you didn't do this? Because they're all on the same team, the same gang like I've been telling you before. It's hard to get a lawyer in South Carolina to go against another lawyer who done you wrong, especially when you got a civil lawsuit involved. That's another thing. They won't correct the wrongs if they feel they got to pay you. They will correct the wrong if you're not getting paid out of it. You're not getting nothing out of, okay, we done got our time. But if you got a lawsuit pending and you're trying to get your case overturned so you can get paid, they're not going to bow down like that because they feel like you're getting over. Now, they can know that their colleagues broke all kind of laws. They can see it on paper, even say it to you. I even got a PCR attorney telling you in detail what the lawyer should have did. But, you know, I lost the PCR hearing. So I had to appeal it and take it up to a higher court. Why? Because the judge was not going to go against another judge when the facts was there. And you're not supposed to dismiss your case without a factual basis. But I'm living proof that that happens. You see my paperwork, you be like, and you go learn the law. If you're somebody who learned the law, you be like, wow. But that ain't nothing new. I'm not the only person that this happened to. This has been going on. But my goal is to stop it. Stop the mass incarceration. Cats who can have an alternative other than going to prison, offer that alternative to them. If their case is not right, don't allow the officers to convict somebody illegally just because you want them off the street. Let them do it right. So if that is a criminal and he deserves to be in prison, make sure they stay in prison. Because I'm not saying there are not no criminals. There are criminals. But a lot of stuff that is being done to make a regular person a criminal is criminal. So you know better than the people that you're trying to put in jail. But it's hard to lock up a lawyer and a judge because they got immunities. Regular people don't have immunities. We don't have excuses. We can't tell them we know, we don't know. And in my mind, I thought due diligence means hiring a lawyer. But apparently, as you can see, I'm in this stage right here because that's not, it's written as fact, but they don't respect it as fact. When you use their law, their word against them, they cannot stand it. And they're going to go out of their way to make sure, to prove a point that you're not smarter than them. Not trying to be smarter than them. I just want my life back. Just don't put yourself in that position. Purchase this book. Get the one pronunciations. If you doing anything in the world, real estate or whatever you're doing, and you're dealing with legal documentation, understand what you're reading, understand what you're signing, understand what you're getting into, because it's your life. And ain't nobody gonna fight for it like you. I love y'all, man. Be safe.